raining pretty hard. On our way to Wellington.
So, we began our journey back to the South Island for one final tour before heading home. We caught the ferry in Wellington and from there headed to the beautiful coastal town of Kaikoura.
Now we're going to Kaikoura, look for some wildlife.
Kaikoura is a small coastal town on the northeast coast of New Zealand, surrounded by towering snow-capped mountains and winding roads that lead to some epic surfing. It's definitely a town you don't want to miss. Kaikoura is known for its abundance of wildlife, including a large sperm whale population and a colony of some very lazy fur seals. We slowly made our way into the interior of the South Island for some world-class hiking. As you can see, the views were nothing short of amazing.
To our final hike in New Zealand. It was gonna be epic. It was a Mount Cook, and on our way there, the van just lost all its power. We're going up the hill, and I'm stepping on it, and I had to shift down to second gear, and we're going like 40 kilometers an hour. It's barely a hill. I was like, oh my God, we have no power. The van is done. So we pull over, and we do a quick Google, and first we check the air filter, bang it off. It was pretty clean, and then we pop the hood and the Homy's case, that would be the seat, and I checked all the spark plugs, and one of them was kind of loose, so I removed them all and I popped them all back in, and the van has full power now, so we're ecstatic, we're pumped.
Woo!
We're gonna go do the final hike.
Hell yeah.
And hopefully the van holds up. Little sandwich action, and then we're up Mueller Hut. How's the hike going?
Just made it up the boulder field. Now just got gotta get up and over the ridge.
So we just heard a rumble of an avalanche, and we had one pass right by us, and we lost all of our markers. So we're gonna head back. We'll probably be traveling into the dark, but I think it's the safest call. This is the avalanche path. Without a transceiver and a beacon, it would be foolish to climb up that. We may have failed on the hut, but it's, you know, we'll live another day, so. We came from up there, turned back from the avalanche. Obviously disappointed and sad, but we've got some friends over here. Some alpine parrots.
Well, we might not have made it to the hut, but this sure makes up for it.
Sun's down, and we got to go way down there. So we're gonna get caught in the dark. The descent's a bit rough. We weren't planning on doing the ascent and descent on the same day. Shh. Must be bedtime for the mountain. He's got a nice blanket of fog covering it up. Just his head poking out. Yeah, it's definitely bedtime. We're in the canopy now. Believe it or not, we were thinking about sleeping out up there, but it would have been a long night since it gets dark at 5, so would have been a very long night. Oh, we're sitting on a bench right now. No rush at this point. We know the homie's going to be sitting there waiting for us. Don't really want to leave, but got nowhere to go. Made it back. Woo. Safe and sound. Back to the homie. But we can't even leave because they're shooting, where does it say? Predator control shooting, so they're shooting possums essentially, and cats. And the gate is locked for us to leave. So today ended up being pretty crazy. First, on the way to Mount Cook, the van lost all of the power on the way there. Ended up being a loose spark plug lead, but could have been disastrous. Then we got about 85-90% to Mueller Hut, and there we were in a major avalanche zone, and it was really sketchy. All of our markers disappeared from the avalanche. Definitely wasn't worth it to press on without a transceiver or beacon. So, you know, it was a little disappointing. So on the way back, then we saw some alpine parrots, the Kias, which ended up being awesome. They're super rare. we got up close and personal with them. Then we ended up hiking back in the dark, a little bit sketchy, but ended up being all good. I didn't bring my headlamp because there's supposed to be solar lights in the Mueller hut, but we ended up making it back. And so we got to the van, made some supper, and I got some sweet nighttime shots with the camera and tripod, so hope you enjoy them.